Hello and welcome to the Racheal Talk Show, the space where real conversation meets real life. I am your host, Racheal. Today's episode is raw. It is real and dives into a deeply personal journey, one that started with love, hope, and commitment, but took an unexpected turn. What happens when love turns into pain and the promise of forever begins to fall apart? Our guest is here to share a real life story of marriage, heartbreak, and ultimately the strength it takes to walk away. This is more than a story about divorce. It's a story about rediscovery, resilience, and reclaiming your voice. So stay with me and let's have a real honest conversation. Welcome, Alberta, to the Racheal Talk Show.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so let's dive right into it. I know your story, you and I talked behind the scene, and it's very heartbroken. But let's dive into it because I'm sure I know the viewers really wants to know what it is about today. So tell me, how long have you been married for?
I was married for 32 years, 3 countries.
What do you mean by 3 countries?
3 countries, we met in England, then we moved to Germany, then we moved over here.
Ah, okay, for 32 years.
Yeah, and 3 kids.
Yeah, you guys have kids?
Yeah, 3 children.
3 children.
The oldest is 31.
31.
Yeah.
And that's a long time. That's a long journey. So what really happened? What really happened with this 33 years of marriage? I mean, then a big adults don't come with this inside. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you almost 33 years ago you grandpicking as well. So what really happened? What's going on?
I think in my case, I think it's because we're from a patriarchal society and our parents, it's a shame if you already have 3 children. And my mother especially, she didn't want me to come out of the marriage because by year 8 I was done. I always say to people the red flags.
So by year 8, you mean
when he cheated? He cheated.
The 8th year anniversary, when I celebrate on 8 years.
Yes.
What happened that time?
I would say by year, when we were in Germany actually, so it's maybe year 8 to 10. That's when I realized he was cheating. And I won't say a lot of women, some women, to them, cheating is not a big
deal.
It's not a big deal, but to me,
it's a deal breaker.
It's a deal breaker. And I talked to him. I'm one of those women that I don't negotiate. It's like, okay, you met this other person. If you're cheating, obviously you've seen someone else.
Caught him.
Yes.
You have proof of all of this.
Yes.
Things.
So
okay.
I said to him, if you've seen somebody, just go to the person. I'm fine with that. But I don't play like the double, the double-sided thing. And he had a baby then.
Oh.
Yes, he had a baby that was a year older.
When you guys were married?
Yes, while we were in Germany.
Okay, a born picking a street.
Yes, he born picking a street.
As we can say, yeah.
Yes, but that wasn't even the thing that made it really bad is that the lady was going to the same church as me, and I was pregnant with my son, and this lady would always hug me every single day whilst I was pregnant. Every single day she would hug me when I go to church. She would wait outside, acting as an usher, and she will hug me. And I know some people watching will say they don't believe in voodoo or juju, but at the same time, we have to realize we're Africans. So at night, during the time I was pregnant with Joshua.
That was the 8th year.
10 years, 8 to 10, yes.
10 year, okay.
Each time she hugs me, I would feel someone come at night and hold my neck. but I didn't make the connection because I didn't know she was his mistress. And by then, in that same church, her baby.
Is she a Sierra Leonean?
No, she's a Moroccan.
Okay, a Moroccan.
Yes.
Okay.
So her baby was in the
your
church.
Your husband then
is Nigerian. My husband is Nigerian.
Is Nigerian.
My ex is Nigerian.
Okay, so yeah.
And the lady was Moroccan, but I didn't make any connection. I'm an empath. So I always felt sorry for people. So I would come home and I'll be, this lady that stands outside the church, we really need to help her. You know, I'm an empath. I just enjoy helping people. So I'm like, we need to help her. Not knowing that the lady had a baby by him. So my mother spoke to me. So I left Germany and I went back to England because I was thriving in England.
So did you guys discuss? I mean, that's a very big thing, you know, for extramarital affairs. We picking go come inside it. Did you guys discuss before moving again to England or before moving to the next chapter?
Well, the thing is, I was done, to be honest with you. But because I was the one that won the green card, I had the green card. I was the one because when I met him, like, you know, in Creole, then he say, now for crop this man if he has potential. You understand?
Yeah.
So he didn't even have a degree. He was not up to much. So I was like, he look at potential, like crop him, like crop this man. So I was teaching in England. I was doing well. I had gone to do a PhD, which I never even started because I had to join him in Germany. But I say like crop this man. So he didn't even have a degree. So I helped him go to college. I gave him papers in England because I had papers in England. Then whilst we were in England, I won the lottery for the USA. So, but he couldn't pick up a job in England. So I said to him, you go try in America. You go try me go there, you know, managing the kids. So when he came to the States, he joined the army and asked them to send him to Germany because Germany was closer.
Okay, so that's how the Germany
we ended
thing
up,
came
yes.
in. Okay.
So, but by the time we went to Germany now, that's when everything broke loose. Because Germany has a lot of business opportunities. So we're buying cars, sending cars to Nigeria, I'm sending cars to Freetown. So that's when he showed me like, that person you had in England, I'm different now. So nevertheless, I didn't know he had this other kid. I had my son a year after this child. Because then he started going to Nigeria frequently. That's when the issue started. He opened a company, an illicit company with his brothers in Nigeria. Now they think that there's money. So everybody's fighting now. So I thought of leaving and I was ready to leave. But my mother was never married. So, and my mother loved him. My mother took him as a son. So, mother is like, you know, you're a woman, you don't want 3 pikin. Who say you want to go now with 3 pikin?
That's what people say.
Yeah, who say you go now with 3 pikin? So, and I loved my mom. And my ex then went and begged my mom, begged the family and all that. One of my biggest regrets is don't listen to people. Don't listen to anyone. You know what you want. I know exactly what I wanted, but anyway, I went back to England, stayed there for a few months. I wanted to build my life again. But then we'd sent everything to the States. We'd shipped everything to the States. My son was 9 months old. So my mother kept on begging me. My ex was calling, I don't want to mention his name. So my ex was calling my mom in England to say I should come with the kids, blah, blah, blah. So I said, you know, let me respect my mom because my mom, you know, say me not married, me pikin. You don't born 3 pikin now, go let you go make you marry those who work. No, put shame on me, you know. So I'm like, okay, let me give it a chance. So I came, you know, I packed the kids again. And I came to the States. When we came to the States, so we're starting over again. All the money we made in Germany with the cars selling, and he had nothing to show but debts. Debt upon debts, debt upon debts. When I came with the kids, I was very broke. I mean, my kids were eating noodles every day, like noodles. So it was a very difficult time, and Joshua was a baby. Even the lady, there was a one Fuller mommy who had been to bring Joshua to here, close here in Lanham. I remember one day I took Joshua. I used to take the noodles, you know that noodles,
The one, the packet.
and the Fuller mommy said to me, "Me pikin, any day you bring that food in, I throw away, I can throw away, you know. So leaving that alone." So then he started going to club again. He's going to clubs. He's going to nightclubs. I'm searching for jobs now. I'm a teacher, but I'm also a clinical scientist. So I was looking for jobs in research. But the research jobs were far away, so I couldn't find them. So I started looking for menial jobs. I even went to Food Lion. I went to Food Lion. I got my uniform and everything. The person that was supposed to hire me said, "You look too good for this job, I beg. Go." I went and found, there was one store where you could go work in the kitchen. And because I was desperate, I had no money. I can clean, I can do anything. You know, I volunteered myself.
But he didn't work at that time?
He was working.
Was he bringing any income to the house?
He was bringing very little. He's still womanizing. He doesn't really care. So now I'm desperate. I'm broke. I just want any job. I'm looking for anything. So eventually I was able to get a job in Darkers here, close here in Lanham here, I think. So I got a job as a cashier. I had never worked as a cashier. I even begged the man. I'm like, "I don't know cashier job. Just give me the work. I go learn the work." So I learned the job and I worked for 1 week. Then I went with Joshua to teach, and that's how I started teaching. I went with Joshua just to inquire. I went to the Board of Ed. I said, I showed them my qualifications. I said, "This is my son. I'm broke. I'm very qualified." I said, "But I'm broke and new to the country." And they're like, "Do you want to start now?" I had my baby, and the man is like, "I'm going to look after your baby. Go to the classroom and start now." I was hired before I filled in the application form. The man looked after my baby. So I told him, "I can't come tomorrow. I have to come back to Darkers and tell them I don't want the cashier job anymore," and so on. So it's been a struggle. So during this time now, he's paying $500 to that lady because the military, they follow you. So child support is now $500 from our income. And mind you, I'm not earning much. I have 3 children. So the little that I'm earning, I'm looking now for a house. I'm like, I can't be, because we were in a 2-bedroom apartment, very small. I'm like, no, let me look for a house. So as soon as I started working, I looked for a house. Then he joined me to look for us, but he's still clubbing. He's still the man of the show.
So during the time when he said the club or going out or socializing, let me put it that way, were you joining?
Periodically, but I had too much on my mind. Remember, I came to America at 40 with 3 children. My son was 9 months. So I always say I was playing catching up. I've lost my time in England. I've lost my time in Germany. I'm 40 years old. I have 3 children. So I don't have time to be clubbing. But he did not care. You know, he was clubbing. He was going to all the parties. The beats copy, did he? The knack panny, did he? And I'm a very conservative person. So I don't explain. I wasn't explaining. So whenever,
what do you mean by you? To him or to
my friends?
Your friends.
So whenever he would go out,
you like always in the happen.
Yes.
In the inside.
I wouldn't.
You were not telling friends, and so friends they were thinking that everything was okay.
Well, they were admiring him, and they were looking at me like, one come out. The boy like for enjoying safe. This girl like enjoying safe. The boy like enjoying safe. Because he's the type that he wants to go to parties on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Then they stay till morning, like 6 in the morning.
Okay. So they feel like saying that you're not the
problem.
You're not the problem.
So even my friends were like, but left me, the boy too nice. The boy like for come out. The boy like for enjoy. Remember, at the same time, I am the one taking the kids. I have 3 children, and I put all of them in activities. Joshua is in football. Almi is in piano. Tammy is in cheerleading. I'm doing all this by myself. He doesn't go to any of this.
So what time, Nadia for Cam, at what time instead of the play, the father
None.
role, that the
None.
life of the Pekin?
None. He never went to a single football game. Not one football game. Not one basketball game. Not one.
Okay.
I'll be the one, I'll be grading papers. I didn't even understand football that much. Even up to this point, I don't think I understand football that much. But I would be cheering on. I just know they're tackling. That's much I can tell you. So Joshua is his only son, mind you. Joshua is his only son. So when Joshua went to 5th grade, he left. He said he's going to go find a job in Chicago. He got a job in Chicago.
So was that something that you guys discussed as a family?
No.
Considering you have 3 kids and all the, the burden and everything will be on you. Is this something that you guys sat down as a family to talk about? Like, okay, you go get a job, I'll be here taking care of the kids, like normal family thing.
No, he went and found the job and he explained his way into the job. He's like, well, you said they pay me now, better, but I will be coming frequently. I'm like, well, if that will make you feel okay, if that will make you feel good, I said, that's okay. So he went for 6 months. I think it was 6 months. He came back. Then he spent like a year or 2. Then he went again. He found a job again. So he said to me,
So how often he would come?
He would come like every 3 weeks.
Okay.
But whenever he came, he never stayed home. They go to party them Friday, Saturday, Sunday. He leaves on Monday morning. So there was never family time.
Okay.
Whenever I came, it was the parties. There came a time when the salon people in the invite, they called him directly from Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah, he became their
You mean
friend.
your friends?
Yeah, my friends.
Okay.
Became his friend. They were friends now. I was outside the concentric circle.
Okay, so let me understand. Your friends became
his friend. Yes.
And
I was left out.
They were like inviting him for parties.
Yes.
And leaving you out of the picture. Like
Well, they would tell me eventually, but they would be the ones that are always on the phone. And because I'm very goal orientated. So I'm like, if una can't make her for dance na party, if that's what you want, that's fine. I don't mind occasionally going to parties. I'm not going to party my life away. I'm not, I didn't come to before left na free tongue if you want party, So anyway, but he likes that because he had no responsibility. All he came for the parties. Remember, I'm a high school teacher. So I'm grading those papers. I'm doing a lot of courses. I'm writing a book. I told you my book I'm just waiting for the publishers. I'm writing a book. I'm doing a lot of classes because in America you have to be doing all these classes. So I'm juggling. I have the children. I'm taking them to church. So I'm doing all these things by myself.
But let me just interject here a little bit. Because from the way we talk, it's like you life being fully engaged. But could it be also because it will say you self need to make time for Ram? Because sometimes when we have kids, especially for women, they swallow we whole life. If we don't be careful, we end up also lose we affection for our partner. So could it be that you now also be to pay attention to them for getting that attention? Because men they also want attention. Probably anytime we can, you're busy.
Well,
and
it's
stuff
not
like
the
that.
busy,
So
they're dates.
he also needed that me time between you una two and stuff like that.
He was more, I call him the Bembeske type. He's the Bembeske type. He's Mr. Bembeske.
Regardless of whether...
Yeah. I'm not a Bembeske. I'm the kind that's why even when I left my marriage, I'm able to do the things now that I want. I want to go on vacation. I want on a weekend, you take me to some nice restaurant, just me, not with Bobo Aye. But for him,
but that's how they say.
He doesn't like that.
Time have that discussion. You look,
yes.
Hey, can we go out?
No, you will call all the people. We'll go out, then you'll see John, Peter, and Mary.
Crowd get for day.
The crowd has to be there. The crowd has to be there because they're the ones hailing him. He likes the external validation. He likes the external validation. So they're healing him. So that's what he likes. He doesn't like the private time.
Okay.
Like, for instance, I'm someone that likes going to the casino. I'm not a gambler, but I just like the environment in the casino. And the casino is right behind us. It's like 10 minutes from my house, 10, 15 minutes. Most times it will come on weekends. I will go to the casino by myself. And I'm pretty good at just doing things. Because when my marriage started falling apart, I got used to like, I'm doing this, I'm not chasing you. I started doing things on my own because we were not on the same page, and so he would not say, okay, let me take you to the casino this weekend, or let me do this. He will never do that, except if someone is having a party, we should go to the party. There were times I had to beg my male friends, not like male friends that I'm dating. I have a few male friends. I would be like, hey, Bo, can we go to the casino? You understand, if I have to drive far or something, because he won't do it. But if I said to him, let's go to the casino, boats, John, Mary, Peter, they all will come.
Then he's ready to.
Then he's ready to do that because he likes the external validation. He likes the external validation. So, one of the most...
So it's still like we were at the point where you said you don't get yourself on point now where it come now you salon party then they call them business where they can now they go. So at what point, because where are they hearing all of this thing here from you? It's like from the beginning, there was a disconnect somewhere from the beginning. It's like, did you see any red flag in the beginning?
Well, I say, I'm happy you mentioned red flags. I always say, funny enough, I wrote a poem today about red flags. Funny enough, one of the poems I wrote today was about red flags. And I'm like, people explain red flags. They call the red flag crimson, or they might call it a pink flag. But red flags are binary. They're either red or they're not red. And I think sometimes we try to explain the red flags. And I believe that's one of the mistakes I made, explaining the red flags. The red flags were there. Because when we go to parties, he will flirt. He was very disrespectful. And I tell women or men equally, we teach people how to treat us. You teach someone how to treat you. I'll be dancing with my ex. Some of my friends will come in the middle to separate us. And I learned later on that I was sleeping with some of them.
So do you want to blame your ex or do you want to blame your friends? Because I want to come to that part when you talk about friends, because friends sometimes do play a great role in, now we married them or now we life them. When you say, when you define friends, where I say this is my party, I know what I mean by this is my party. So if you don't party them, when you and your man, they get a good time and they enjoy, is it not something that you guys are used to doing? That's why probably they are doing it with you, whether they man count and dance.
No, I'm not that kind of person.
So then go say where you dance with your man and dance kind inside it. Is it something?
No,
is it not a style or something that you guys all are used to? Or
not when you're dancing individually. You know what I mean? When you're dancing one-on-one. That's cutting it. That's cutting it. You see what I mean? You're dancing with your husband one-on-one and the friend comes in the middle. Well, what are they doing there? But I was trying to keep the peace, and I'm like, because I project what I think. So I'm like, maybe I don't think anything is going on. I don't think there's any depth to this. But it's in retrospect, hindsight is 2020. That's when I started realizing that, because some other people started saying to me, now you see, now you catch up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are the friends or just people that...
Outsiders. I had a friend that, I'll give you a scenario, that would say to me, but Femi, they can't cut me grass. Say me grass don't go. She would tell me that, and he would say to me, I get for go cutting grass. Then somebody said to me, but are you so naive?
So what did that they mean? What do you think said that they mean?
Oh gosh, it's pubic hair. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay, that was a oh my gosh. So right in front of you.
Yeah, but I didn't catch it because
so
I'm
they talk
naive.
in code.
Yes.
It's coded.
Yes.
Okay, can't cut me grass don't go.
Me grass
then the
don't
man
go.
himself say, okay, I can't cut you grass.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
And funny enough, when
and you know be understand that thing.
I'm not thinking that way.
Okay.
I'm not thinking that way. What's really disappointed me, he got married. He got married whilst we were married.
No, wait, stop.
Yes.
No, stop. Hold it. So, okay. So, first of all, how is that possible? We're in America. So,
Yes.
how is that possible? But before we get there,
Yeah.
at what point that you say to yourself, because I can tell me party this, if something don't happen, I can tell and say, well, me, I don't advise me safe. They can laugh. At one point you advise you safe, or you look at things, at one point you say, I can't take it anymore.
Well, it was quite a while ago. Let me tell you the story. One of the reasons as well, because of my kids. My kids loved him too much. They loved him a lot. I had talked to him. I knew he was cheating. I seriously had this lady in Baltimore that he was cheating with. And for me, I am not bitter about cheating. I just want, if you're cheating, go. I'm releasing you. You know what I mean? I am not someone to fight for men. I don't fight for men. If you're cheating, you don't meet somebody where you like. Go, let's go. You're free to go. So I did have the conversation with him. I said, it seems like you've met someone and you're getting serious. I said, why don't you just go? Go, let's dissolve this marriage. We share the properties and everybody goes their separate ways. And he called my sister, he called my friends, he started reporting me, and guess what? Everybody ganged up on me. You did torment this man.
Who is the everybody?
Like
your friends?
My friends, family, they're like, you the Hamburg. This man say you the Hamburg, you they make things up now, you aid, you the Hamburg this man. You get good man. In my head, and that's where gaslighting comes in, because now you look like someone that's mental. Because you know. I just know. So he's hiding his phone and everything.
But why you think say they will stand by your husband then rather than believing?
Because I'm outspoken. He's the nice guy.
Or ask you. What is going on rather than believing and standing by the man, then facing at the man. Why then get up?
Personality. He's Mr. Swift. Have you ever, is it Swift that they call it? You know that Mr. Nice Guy, smooth talk. He's smooth. So he's smooth. He's very nice.
And you're very outspoken.
I'm very outspoken. I'm very... You understand? He's smooth. Now me they torment him.
Okay.
Now me they ambogam. I get good man. If he goes to parties now, he's one that would go around, asking people, do you have a drink? Are you okay? So everybody thought like, she's so lucky. I want to be like her.
Okay.
She's. So anyways, so I'm complaining now. So I wrote an email to him. I wrote a text, lengthy one. I explained everything. I said, this is what has been going on. And I believe you're seeing someone. So let's dissolve this. This is not working. He called again, he reported. So now everybody is calling me.
So rather than communicating face to face, you had to text. You had to email.
That was my step 2 or step 3.
Step 3. Okay.
This time I copied his kids and I copied my sister. And still everybody was...
And your kids were aware of...
Yes. Of everything.
They do have an idea.
That's another mistake I made, because I was protecting my kids. I was doing everything to protect them. So I masked the unhappiness in the marriage to make my kids feel happy. I masked it very well. So because I thought, and that's what I would advise women not to do, because I masked it. I won't say anything bad about their dad. I will make like we have a happy marriage. everything I did, I was trying to mask things so the kids would think like we're a happy family, because it would come down for Christmas, it would come down for Easter, So I always try to.
And you'll be all smiling,
I would
all
be
loving
smiling
in front of
because
the kids.
I always remembered, because I come from a broken home, a dysfunctional family. So I always wanted this best family. So I masked things, I covered things. So when the rubber hit the road, the kids were shocked. Like, wait, we thought we.
When? How?
How?
Where?
We thought we had like this family unit. And so it was very, and what helped me, the lady, when he married the lady mailed the married picture to my house. She mailed the picture.
Is the lady a Sierra Leonean or Nigerian?
She's a Nigerian from the same town.
Okay, so now he went to Nigeria.
Nigeria, yes.
Okay.
So the lady mailed the picture of both of them. They are married now. They call it traditional marriage. Few days later, the mother sent he went to Nigeria to make the big marriage. The mother sent the picture to
he
me.
left you go do that traditional day.
He did it here.
Now they say una two in America.
Yes.
So how he left you go at the traditional married?
Because remember, he lives in Chicago. He would come and go. So maybe he would have lied. I wouldn't have known. Because he lives in
even Kaya, they know probably.
Yes, he was coming and I didn't know. So then.
So were your friends there?
Well, wait, I want to tell you the interesting part. So now the picture is with me. That's a picture I put on Facebook. So now I go on Facebook. I'm like, no, the world needs to know this. This is no secret anymore. So, but the lady scratched her face. So I still don't know the lady's face. But the lady, you could see the traditional with the beads and everything. So I posted it on Facebook.
So they try to pass you a message.
Well, I think they thought I would break down. But I'm a fighter. When you do certain things, that's when I wake up.
So what's not the motive for sending that?
The motive, if you're married to someone for 32 years and you send a married picture to the woman, the goal is to crush the woman. The goal is where you see this one, so that it will run crazy. Or where you see this, little did they know, Alberta Cuffey doesn't work like that. Alberta Cuffey I get the adrenaline. You do me something, the adrenaline comes on. That fight and flight comes on. So I'm like, okay, this is war now. This is war. This is war. I'm not listening to anybody. That was my breaking point. I'm like, I am not listening I'm going to war now. So I went on Facebook and I posted the picture.
Did you tell your kids?
I think the kids saw it on Facebook. No, I told Tammy. Almi wasn't home. So then now he calls my friends. He calls my family. He says it's Photoshop. I'm making things up. My friends run with the news that I'm making things up. Something wrong with me.
You don't party them.
Me don't party them. That I'm making things up. That Femi not go do something like that. He not married this woman. I don't know why Alberta not they believe Femi. I don't know why. This is now I have two evidence. I have the video that the mother sent from Nigeria.
Oh, the mother sent that to you?
Yes. So it's like, it's a gang up to
say.
So
the mother never liked you? Is that what you're saying?
She never liked me. She never liked. I'm not Nigerian. They're highly tribalistic people. He went for his Yoruba lady again. And that's not even my point. Like, all the time I'm telling you, let's dissolve this marriage. Go find your Yoruba woman. And it's over. You don't have to, like, we didn't need to go all this. You don't need to do this to me after 32 years. So anyway, the mom sends it. So my friends now, they're running with it. They're like, pull on her Facebook. The man too nice. The man not go do that. The man seen a Photoshop. So I'm like, no, this is it. So the first thing I did, I went on my phone and I cut all of them off. I'm like, these people are not adding values to my life.
So I ask you, were your friends at that wedding, that traditional wedding?
I don't know. Okay. I wouldn't know because I know he's close to them. So I wouldn't really know. I don't know what they know at this point. You see what I'm saying? So I don't really know what they know.
So it was after that that point, that
Yeah.
breaking point,
Yes.
that you decide for cut everybody off?
That's when I decided because
Because nobody seemed to believe you.
they don't believe
And you
me.
look like now you know one kind.
Like, you know, well,
I get it.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
When someone is gaslighting you, and the thing is, and he was telling people, you know, well, oh, you know, well,
Oh.
you know, well, oh, they make things up. So then they're running with the thing now, and my faith really has helped me a lot, and I'm happy the way I'm wired. I'm wired as a warrior. I am not a woman that breaks down. I'm wired as a warrior. So that, for me, that's when I declared war. I'm like, these people are not adding value to my life. You gotta go. So I went through my phone and I cut off everybody that wasn't adding value to my life. I'm like, I'm not playing games anymore. This has been like 3 years. I think it's been like 3 years. I'm like, this person is not adding value. Go. You're not adding value. You gotta go. Like one my friend can say, cutlass. Oh, cut me off.
So after that,
Yeah.
are you like officially done divorce now?
Yes, but the divorce, that's another thing. He wanted a contested divorce. The divorce cost me over
the shot? Who called the shot?
He filed for the divorce.
He filed for the
Yes,
divorce.
he filed for the
Did
divorce.
you ask him, or he just filed for the divorce?
Well, I think the lady was putting him under pressure. The lady was putting him under
So
pressure.
if you not been filed, you were never going to file?
No, funny enough, I filed in 2008. I filed for divorce in 2008, you know. Again, mother was alive. Mother begged me. Same thing. I filed for divorce because I was done. Mother begged me. I said, okay, let me give you this. And he said he was going to change, you know. So then this time I told him I was going to file for divorce because things were getting out of hand now after this. Then he couldn't wait. I think the lady was putting him under pressure. So he filed. But it became a contested divorce. I lost over 200K.
Why was that?
He wanted everything that belonged to me. One thing I will tell you men or you ladies, be smart when you're gonna get divorced. He knew he wanted a divorce. So he had started taking money out of his account. He built a house for the lady.
He was gone.
Yes.
Way long time ago.
He was planning.
I mean, he was gone out of the marriage long time ago.
Yes.
So it was like calculated.
Very
divorce.
calculated, yes.
While you were in,
yes,
trying to see if una can patch up. Let me put it that way. So he was gone.
He was gone.
Okay.
But the thing is, this lady that he got married to, she was married. She was married in Baltimore. She left her husband for him because he started spending money on her. 20,000, 20K here, 10K there. He built her in a short time. He built a house for her in Lekki.
In Nigeria.
In Nigeria, and Lekki is like, I heard, it's
it's a high
end.
Yeah.
She's
So what? How do you mean that you lost over 200K?
Because the way Maryland works, he waited for the kids to be grown.
Tell us so that the
people
viewers
need to know.
can understand. You never know who is locked in that situation.
Well, they better.
So tell us.
It's an important piece. It's an important piece for you to know, viewers. He already knew he was out of the marriage, so he was taking money out of his pension, taking money out of wherever he could take money out of. And if your kids are gone, the only time, you know how they say like the women always gain? You only gain when the kids are not emancipated, when the kids they're underage. My youngest then, Joshua, was 19 or 18. And I had finished paying for my house in Maryland. I was the one paying for the house. I paid for the house.
So you last became 18.
Yeah, so he waited.
So he waited. Yeah. I was just going to say, okay.
I was contributing a lot to my 403B.
Oh, Lord.
And he said to me, I like this divorce because I'm eager for gain. And you get for loss. He said, me not get nothing. I not get nothing. And the way the system works, it's 50%. It's 50%.
So whatever you have worked for.
Yes. They put it
You
together
have to
and you
share.
go.
Then you no get nothing. It don't pull all
They don't pull all thing, yes.
Oh
So
my
if you
God.
start seeing the red flags, my warning to people, you start seeing those red flags, put things in your kid's name. Put things in somebody that you trust. Let me pick in and take the money. Let them go. Then after, I also had to pay 100,000 cash.
Wow.
Plus, he took the house in Chicago.
Why?
Because I had finished paying for the house in Maryland, even though I had all my evidence that it was coming straight from my bank account. It was this, they said, you were still married. You were still married. He's got to get his 50%. So he didn't pay much for the house in Chicago.
Oh Lord.
It was penny pinching for the house in Chicago. Let's just give us a scenario. Let's say the house in Chicago, he had only paid, let's say he had only paid 60K. And the house in Maryland is worth, let's say, 400,000 or 500,000. What they do, they take the 500,000 plus the 60K, they add it together, and he's got to get his 50%. So you gotta listen to your intuition in a marriage. You gotta listen to your intuition, because so now I'm starting all over again, basically.
Yeah,
Yes.
because even though na in file, but now you lost.
Yeah.
And na in benefit.
Well, financially.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Financially, but I gained my peace though.
Yeah. I'm just getting to the financial, because that's a lot.
Yes.
You know, even with the finances, it can break you down small. Just like
Yes.
you say, you're starting all over again.
Yeah.
So Nain gets almost everything.
Yeah. But I have my peace. That's what I want to tell people. And you have to have resilience. You have to have resilience. I have my peace. And another thing I want to tell people, please don't make your marriage a community project. That's another mistake I made.
What do you mean? Break it down for me.
Making your marriage a community project is like the intimacy between you and your husband or you and your wife should be between you. It's not a community project, because what he was doing, I didn't speak so much about my marriage to the community. And usually it's the women that will be talking about the marriages. It's not. But he was always going out there talking about me to them.
To who?
To my friends.
Okay.
So it was a community project.
You keep saying, my friends. Your friends, apart from your kids, your friends, now they no more, basically now you beget.
Yes. They were my support system.
Yes, that's that they one can.
Yeah.
They were supposed to be your support system. But from all indication, what you don't explain, so it seems as if they were there to support
him.
No,
they did it openly. It wasn't
than you.
Of course.
Has there been any time when one of those friends pulled you aside and said, Alberta, talk to me. What is going on?
Oh, no.
Are you okay?
No.
Has there been any time that they ask about you, your mental health, or whether you're okay or not?
No.
Has there been any time?
No. And remember, during this time, just to add to this, during this time, my oldest daughter went into an emotional shock. So as I speak right now on the show, I don't know where my oldest daughter is. So I'm dealing with...
Oh, your oldest daughter?
Yes. That was closest.
Should we say missing, or she
went and joined the cult because she was looking for something, like, I don't know what, but she got into an emotional shock, and the impact, like...
Emotional shock because of the divorce?
Because of the divorce. She was newly married. She was newly married as well. But she just went into an emotional shock, like, what's going on here? Like, what is happening here?
So it just disappeared.
She went and joined the cult. I've been trying to,
what kind of cult?
It's a religious cult. I think, I don't know. But what I do ever so often.
Are you also that religious?
I don't call myself religious. I'm spiritual.
This religion thing can also, affect marriage or can affect, the children, or how you also your attitude towards your husband and stuff like that? Are you also?
I'm spiritual. I'm not
Okay.
religious. You know what I mean? I will go to my church on Sunday. I will pray every day. I will pray regularly. You know what I mean? So, and that's what has held me. Because
So, did anything change? Did you change from the first day you say I do in this 34 years? Were you different? Was Alberta different then than now, before the marriage?
I would
Before
say
you
yes. I've
did you
evolved.
change? No, I mean, did anything change that contributed? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
contributes to the married, for lady married break, or for lady husband himself, they do what they do. Did you change?
I think I have evolved. I've evolved in the sense that what he wants, that's not what I want. Like, we don't want the same things in life. You know what I mean? We don't want the same things. Like I said, the parties are the key. When they go to these parties, they stay till 4, 5 in the morning. I am not going to stay at someone's party. I want to spend like 3 hours at the party and go home. And if you and my husband, maybe, we have quality time together, or, we go on vacation, I like vacation. I like to travel. I'm always thinking of where am I going next, but there was never once that he, a lot of times I go on vacation by myself. But then I learned later on that I was going on vacation with this lady, and they were going on cruises, There's been a lot of secrecy in this. There's been a lot of secrecy.
So, would you say there was love in the beginning, from the very beginning of this relationship?
I would say.
Did you have that connection from the very beginning?
I think there was that connection, but what I think he used me. I don't think there was love from him, because remember,
that's what I'm asking.
I gave him
maybe
in
you
England.
loved. Yes. Some say you love.
Yeah, I don't think
maybe.
No, I think he used me.
Or I'm just saying. So what do you been feel? You been feel it been genuine. There was that genuine love in the beginning, because from all what this explanation is about, unfortunately, it's like this person was never there in your heart. It was never there with you.
I think, I don't know right now in retrospect, I don't know if there was love, but I think his true character came out when he thought he had arrived. You understand what I mean? Because when I met him in England, he didn't have papers. I gave him papers. I brought him to America. I helped him.
So it'd be subdue kind. Well, I wasn't use the word subdue, but it was. I mean, you guys were, loving and all that. Did you experience that?
Well, I did.
Because
I think that it got worse here in Maryland when all the community members, I call them, well, they're no longer my friends, but these people that were my friends, that kept on validating him. They were all in the marriage. They were always, you understand. One example I would give to you, when my daughter got married 4 years ago, the one that I'm looking for, when I say yawo mami ebi so, if you married now or you picking married, when I say yawo mami ebi so, who that them for dance being? Who that you party them for dance being?
Now you.
I watched the video. They were dancing behind my husband. They were dancing behind him. For Yahoo Mami Ebi. So there were few people, I had friends that came from England that were dancing behind me.
So you party the Obi dinner, so not behind the man.
Not behind the man, they dance for Yahoo Mami Ebi. So when I went and watched the video, I'm like, Sunday puller, Ebo, Kaya, no one calling him. So I will just say X. X Kaya bo, Ebo, Kano, Ebo. I call them the Mamis. The reason why I call them the Mamis are the ones that one of them at the time when we were talking, when I was going through this difficult time, I called her, I'm like, this is what's going on. It's, Alberta, you man fine, so you man fine, no. You man is fine. I'm like, how stupid can someone be? I don't know where my daughter is. They just mailed a marital picture to me. I'm losing all this money to lawyers because I took like a very expensive lawyer because I thought maybe, but that didn't help me. I should have taken a $2 lawyer. I took a very expensive lawyer thinking, okay, this would work in my favor. I would say it worked a little bit in my favor because I would have lost more. I would have lost much more. Yes, I would have lost maybe 50K more, I don't know. So I expected, if your friend calls you, your bosom friend calls you and say, this is what I'm going through, is that the response you would give?
Naturally, no. No.
Then, what broke the camel's back too, I had my 60th in Dubai, you know. So I invited these people that I thought were my friends. So some of them never responded. Because then I was still talking to them and I'm like, okay, I'm doing my 60th in Dubai. I invited them. They never responded. It wasn't even like, okay, it wasn't even like a thumbs up.
So that's in the divorce will don't happen now? Or
no, it wasn't. The divorce was in
process.
In process, yes.
Okay.
The divorce had not happened. It was in process. Then there were people that joined the group and some of them called me, they're like, I don't see your man not a group or your man not a go. Me, I never go again, no. If your man not a go. Are you man not in the group? But I will tell you, Racheal, that's why, I love my faith. My faith has really sustained me. And one thing I would tell people, if you go through, no matter what you go through, which I've gone through a lot, I will tell you that. Don't be bitter. You understand? Let it go. Let it go. I'm not bitter. I'm just building. I'm building myself. I'm not bitter because you can't be bitter.
So, has there been any point in this 34 years of marriage, when would you say, like, this particular year, it was the happiest for you? Was the happiest moment in my marriage in 34 years?
I don't think I recollect. That's the thing. I didn't recollect. The thing is, I will, I don't think we were compatible. I think I was too much for him. I mean, this hair braid that I found now, I think they're very compatible because I have a strong personality. I know that. and that's the way I'm made. You know what I mean? I have a strong personality. And I think I was too much for him. And over the years, I tried to compromise by coming down, if that makes sense. That's why when he left, I'm able to be myself again. If you look at the years before I got married, I was this person now, this version. But when I got married, I was the version that he wanted me to be.
So you lost yourself.
I lost myself. I was that version. So now people see me, they're like, we're happy you're back. Because I'm back. So I am not bitter. But I just wish he had been honest. When I talked to him to say, I've met someone for my town, for my city, for my country, then it would have been cordial. But the way it's ended, it's not nice, and he hasn't kept in touch. He hasn't seen his children for over a year.
So there's no communication?
No communication.
So what about the one that got missing?
Like my daughter that he shows no interest at all. He shows no interest. He doesn't show any interest.
How do you feel about it as a mother? Even though I know say you don't married, but how do you feel?
I know she's gonna come home, and like I said to you, one of the things that has given me strength is my faith. My faith has given me sustained strength because I don't have anyone in Maryland. Like my support crumbled. My support crumbled. So
do you have friends now?
No, I don't want to.
So you don't have friends?
I don't want friends. I have people I call sisters. I will call them sisters.
Those are church friends. Those are church sisters.
Not church sisters. One or two people that are like, I would call them as sisters to me. But otherwise, no. Not everybody is made to have friends. Not everybody is made to have friends.
So, I don't say, the whole thing, we don't go through your journey of marriage. I've seen a lot, about your ex, a lot of negative sides. But do you also want to take some accountability or, what caused the breakup? Do you feel like you have to own some accountability?
I wouldn't say what's caused the breakup. I would say it's a marriage that shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. We were two different people. It should never have happened. You understand? You can't fix people. I just think it's a marriage that shouldn't have happened. And if it got to the point where it wasn't working, I think we should have gone our separate ways. And another thing, trust once broken. You see, from the time he had the baby in Germany, outside of marriage, I was done. Nothing was going to fix it. I was really done. I was only staying for the children. I was staying for people, mostly for my children, and my mom, not to get my mother embarrassed, but from the time I found out he cheated and he was paying child support,
that was when it ended for you.
It ended for me. It ended for me then.
So you saw the divorce coming, but it was just a matter of time.
Well, I did file for divorce in 2008. Was it 2008? I did file. And his behavior didn't change. You see, his behavior didn't change. So I'm not bitter about the divorce. I'm just bitter about the way it was executed. I'm not bitter about the divorce.
So if he's watching you right now, what do you think, or what do you want to tell him that you didn't have the opportunity to tell him face to face?
Well, it would have been nice if he was interested in his children, especially Almi. And people separate, people divorce every day, but your kids will always be your kids. Your children will always be your children. You have to be in your children's lives. Even though he now has young babies by this other lady, but they wouldn't be as old as his previous children. And you don't have to make your ex an enemy. You don't have to be friends. But if you were with someone for 32 years and you have 3 children, you should not be an enemy. You should not be an enemy. But in his case, I don't think we would. I think it's done. If he could talk to his kids, and that's why I don't know if that's a weakness or strength. I cut people off. I burn bridges. I'm sorry, I burn bridges, because if I don't burn the bridge, then either I'm tempted to go over the bridge again, or the other person is tempted to come back. So I burn bridges. I believe that bridges should be burned. So there is no way to sail back to the other side so I do burn bridges. I am too old not to burn bridges. I think that's thing, like, not one new bridge. I think it should be for younger folks. I think you should get to an age where you should burn the bridges. So,
do you still believe in love?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I've had people, even now, I've had people that have proposed. I've had people that I'm like, no, I'm not interested. It's not even love. I'm not interested in marriage. I'm interested in a lot of things that I'm doing and projects that I'm doing. I'm interested in me now, self-love. So now it's about me, going on my vacation, doing my own thing. So now it's me. And I don't think being in a relationship is a bad thing, but I wouldn't have time to accommodate anyone.
So do you find peace now, or do you find yourself, or you just feel different?
I find a lot of peace. I have peace. When the Bible says the peace that passeth all understanding, I have peace. I have peace. You never know how much peace you're missing when you're in a toxic relationship. I'm telling the person there, whoever is watching, please don't stay in a toxic relationship. If it's not working, you got to leave. Don't stay. You got to leave. You have to leave. You have to leave. You got to leave and let go. Don't hate the person. Don't be bitter. Don't hate the new wife or the concubine. Just let them be. But you got to burn the bridge. And I have a lot of peace. Yes.
Okay.
So be encouraged. Be encouraged. Don't stay.
Well, I mean, it's so heartbreaking. I can imagine how you feel for all these 34 years going through this just to keep a marriage and masking all of these just to ensure that your kids are fine and they're not affected psychologically because that can also affect them. You're able to mask all of those things and
Yes.
keep it. So again, we've come to the end of the program. But one thing I want you to do today, because it really breaks my heart when you tell me, say, you haven't seen your daughter. I mean, she just disappeared. Can you speak to your daughter? Because you never know. Usaigo get all of this video of this program. Can you talk to her on
Almi,
camera?
this is Mama, your darling. You know how hard it's been on me, not knowing where you are for the past 2.5 years. This has been the most difficult era for me. So if you're watching this, I'm pleading with you to reach out because it has not been easy for us. It has not been easy for your siblings. So please reach out. We love you. It's been very difficult for us, just not knowing where you are. You know how we are as a family. We love you. And on behalf of Tammy and Josh, we love you, Almi. Mama.
Your story, I must say, is very powerful and very inspiring as well. And I believe and I'm sure that if you have watched this program and you are going through what, turbulence in your marriage, I mean, try as much as possible to fix it. But if it's not working, you got to do the right thing. And I'm happy that you're able to tell your story
Thank you.
on the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show.
Thank you.
Because this is a platform where we talk about real life changing experiences as well as share or tell your truth. And I'm so happy you found yourself
Yes.
back. And I thank you for being so brave, so bold, for sharing with all of us.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Alberta.
Thank you for having me.
Life, love, pain, and growth. We're all going through something. And sometimes hearing someone else's story can change your own.
We rise, we fall, but we still stand tall. Every story matters, every voice deserves the light. We heal a little deeper, and somebody hears our fight.
The first bed I had in this country when I moved on my own was from the trash can.
Now they party and they collect it.
You don't see man the way the woman and go do BBL. Then they cheat with woman the way flats. Hello.
For real conversations and real stories.
Keep watching the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show.
I am Racheal. This is more than a talk show. These are real conversations, real emotions, and real life-changing experience. It's the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show.
Every story matters. Every story matters. Every story matters. Every story matters.
Get ready for the excitement.
Get ready to be inspired.
And get ready to be motivated.
Always remember, this is the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show, the space where your voice is heard.
This summer with Racheal on the Tell It to Racheal Talk Show, showing on YouTube and other social media platforms. Join the conversations and like, share, comment, and subscribe.